Hello, my name is Megan, also known as NsomniaksDream, and I am an art, makeup, and cosplay content creator. I've been on a lot of social media platforms over the years, but as of last year I started streaming on Twitch, bringing my different artworks to life, working on makeup and body paints, and doing prop and DIY builds. I think in everything I create, I'm always striving to bring some semblance of like fantasy and fiction to life. It's what drives nearly everything I create in all of my artistic endeavors. And I always just want to kind of bring a little bit of magic that I see in the world to other people. I am totally obsessed with detail and line work, as well as crazy vibrant colors, so that tends to make an appearance in my work, whether makeup or drawing or sculpting, whatever it is. My background in makeup consists primarily of being self-taught in beauty and body paint makeup. Like a lot of people, I've totally just lived on the internet for the last few years and learning from other artists and other painters how they bring different things to life and adapting the different skills I can learn into my own works. And then I also did go to college for a program in advanced special effects, prosthetics, and props, where we got to learn everything from sculpting prosthetics, molding, casting, application, animatronics, puppetry, all of the above, and it was such a fun course. More and more I try to bring that into a lot of my works, whether it's from the makeup side of prosthetics and application, or it's on the prop side of building DIY, building pieces to make makeup looks come together, working on cosplay, whatever it is. I have always had an immense love for prop building. It was something I discovered through cosplaying well over 10 years ago and just became hooked from there and never looked back. There's nothing quite like wielding a ridiculously oversized anime weapon to make you feel like a total badass. Best word to describe what I love about makeup would be transformation. It's definitely what draws me to makeup, this ability to become whatever you're feeling, whatever you want. Whether that's a simple pick-me-up and wanting to feel really cool when you leave your house with some awesome beauty makeup, or the full transformation into like a total badass, whether it's a warrior, a fantasy creature, a work of art on your body, or something completely from your nightmares. I am drawn to all aspects of it, and I love exploring it with makeup. Personal style is always a little bit tricky to really define for yourself, but I would say I definitely know what I'm drawn to, and that would be detail, line works. I slowly like driving myself insane with minute little details. I don't know why. There must be some part of my creative mind that's slightly masochistic, because I absolutely love spending endless hours perfecting little tiny things. At its core, fantasy and fiction, which I know I've said a lot, but it absolutely is what drives nearly everything I do. I love stories, fables, mythology, lore, whatever you want to call it. Those are always such a driving force to everything I want to create. Whether it's my own complete interpretation on a certain type of character or creature that exists, whether it's bringing to life something that already has been thought up by other incredible artists and just wanting to expand my own abilities and take my shot at it, or if it's just my weird attempt to show others how I view the world in this weird dreamscape full of magic kind of reality. I swear, I have at least one foot in reality, but like the rest of my body exists in a world of daydream, sunshine, rainbows, and excessive weapon use. In regards to goals I have for the future, I'm definitely one of those artists who one of my endless goals, and I'm happy it's endless, is to just constantly keep learning. I always want to discover new techniques and tricks and tips and ways to view art in regards to whether it's color combinations, different ways to highlight and shade, whether it's trick the eye into believing something that's not quite real. I love constantly learning. I feel like there is such a expansive world of learning in both art in general, in body paint and makeup, and everything else I constantly attempt. So that is something I honestly love about the medium, to become more adventurous in doing maybe more live events, things like classes. I really love education. I try very hard to become more and more informative and helpful in my streams and my YouTube tutorials, give back information, education, tips and tricks, all those things that I've learned over the years. I love being able to pass it on to others, hopefully giving them an ability to jump ahead and expand their own works, as well as being adventurous enough to maybe do things like live demos, live events, stuff like that in the future. I am always riddled with anxiety at the thought of doing stuff like that, but I think it would be a pretty fantastic accomplishment to be able to kick myself in the butt, get my courage up, and do stuff like that. And then an ultimate personal goal, honestly, is to have my own prop shop one day. I would love to be able to sell different things that I create from the fantasy world to others. One of my big projects this year that started last year, has been in my brain for probably over 5 or 6 years, is to have my own line of antlers and horns and headpieces. And there's just so many ways I could expand from there that I would just love for that to be my job for the rest of my life, honestly. I get so much joy in being able to apply all elements of bringing a look to life. So if I can just expand that even further in my future, then I will be a very happy child. But yes, ultimately that is, I think, all of the basics covered, as well as a little bit on who I aspire to be and who I am, and where my inspiration comes from for a lot of my works. If you're ever in the twitch.tvOsphere, feel free to check out NsomniaksDream. I will be more than happy to have you in chat and to get to talk with you about hopefully all our crazy mutual interests. Feel free to also check out my YouTube channel. I do make tutorials there that I try to make as informative as possible, both DIY builds and makeup looks. And I try to ensure that it gives you a little bit of something extra, so even if you're not doing that exact look, you hopefully can apply a lot of techniques and tips to your own projects. And hopefully we can chat in the future. So I will see you next time, but until then, bye guys.